Queen Anne's War, 1702 to 1713. Queen Anne's War, also known as the War of the Spanish Succession in Europe, was the second in a series of conflicts fought between European powers in North America. The war lasted from 1702 to 1713, and was primarily fought between Great Britain and France, with various Native American tribes also involved. The war was named after Queen Anne of England, who reigned during its duration. Background and causes: Queen Anne's War was part of the broader European conflict known as the War of the Spanish Succession, 1701 to 1714, which was triggered by the death of the Spanish king, Charles II, who left the throne to a French prince, Philip of Anjou. This succession was viewed as a threat by Britain, the Dutch Republic, and Austria, who feared that the union of the Spanish and French crowns would upset the balance of power in Europe. In North America, the war had different motivations. The British colonists and the French, who had competing claims over vast territories, were in conflict over control of resources, land, and trade routes. The British colonies in North America, particularly New England, were eager to expand their influence westward and to gain control of Spanish Florida, while the French sought to secure their holdings in Canada and the Mississippi Valley. Key players: Great Britain. The British were allied with several Native American tribes, including the Iroquois Confederacy, who had been traditional enemies of the French. The British also supported the Protestant cause in Europe, which was one of the reasons for their opposition to Catholic France and Spain. France, under King Louis XIV, was supported by its French-Canadian colonies, including the Algonquin and Huron tribes. France also had a strong relationship with Spain, which had a significant presence in Florida and the Gulf Coast. Native American tribes. Native American tribes played a crucial role in the conflict. The Iroquois Confederacy fought alongside the British against French allied tribes, while other tribes, such as the Abenaki and Wabanaki Confederacy, sided with the French. Major campaigns and battles. The war in North America was marked by several key battles and military campaigns that took place along the frontier, as well as in the French colonies of Canada and the Spanish territories in Florida. The Siege of St. Augustine, 1702. One of the first major battles in the war was the British Siege of St. Augustine, Florida, a Spanish stronghold. The British forces, led by Governor James Moore of South Carolina, attacked the city but were repelled by the Spanish defenders. The expedition to Acadia, 1704. In what is now Canada, the British launched an attack on the French stronghold of Acadia, modern-day Nova Scotia. The British forces, led by Colonel Benjamin Church, captured several French settlements, weakening French control in the region. The Raid on Deerfield, 1704. One of the most notorious events of the war was the Raid on Deerfield, Massachusetts, by French and Native American forces. The town was attacked during the night, and many settlers were killed or taken captive. This raid highlighted the brutal nature of the conflict, as both sides used violent tactics, including scorched earth strategies and the targeting of civilian populations. The Battle of Queenston Heights, 1711. This battle took place in what is now Ontario, Canada. British forces, alongside their Iroquois allies, launched a campaign to capture French territory. The French, under the command of the governor of New France, Marshal Vaudreuil, successfully repelled the British forces, marking a significant victory for the French. The Treaty of Utrecht, 1713. The war ended with the signing of the Treaty of Utrecht in 1713, which brought peace to Europe and resolved many of the territorial disputes in North America. As part of the treaty, France ceded several territories to Britain, including Newfoundland, Acadia, which was renamed Nova Scotia, and Gibraltar. Spain ceded Florida to Britain in exchange for British recognition of the Bourbon dynasty's rule in Spain. The Treaty of Utrecht also had significant consequences for the Native American tribes. The British and French colonists began to exert more control over land and resources, leading to tensions with indigenous peoples. The Iroquois, who had allied with the British, found their influence in the region diminished, while the French continued to maintain strong relations with many other Native American tribes in Canada. Impact and legacy. Queen Anne's War had far-reaching effects on both the European and North American landscapes. Shift in territorial control. The war resulted in a shift of power in North America. The British gained significant territory, notably in the form of Newfoundland and Acadia, and solidified their dominance along the eastern seaboard of North America.